We can discuss regarding the processes. So what is a processes? Prosthesis is an artificial replacement for any or all parts of the lower or upper extremities, or it is a device that is designed to replace as much as possible the function or appearance of a missing limb or body part. What is the purpose of prosthesis? The prosthesis is used to provide an individual who has an amputated limb with the opportunity to perform functional tasks, particularly ambulation, which may not be possible without the limb. Okay, if an amputation is performed, you can use the prosthesis that aids in walking. The processes may also be used for use during activities or for sports such as dancing, swimming, cycling, golfing and climbing. And the type of prosthesis artificial limb used is determined largely by the extent of an amputation or loss and location of the missing extremity. So the type of prosthesis depends on the extent of an amputation, whether it is below knee amputation or above knee amputation, or based on that the type of prosthesis is determined. The characteristics of a successful prosthesis: be comfortable to wear, easy to put on and remove, lightweight, durable and cosmetically pleasing, function well mechanically and require only reasonable maintenance, depends on the motivation of the individual, as none of the above characteristics matter if the patient will not wear the prosthesis. So a successful prosthesis should be comfortable to wear and easy to put on and remove, and it should be lightweight, durable and cosmetically pleasing. These are the main characteristics. Then the considerations when choosing a prosthesis include, I already explained in the regarding or discussed in purposes: the amputation level, contour of the residual limb, expected function of the prosthesis, cognitive function of the patient, vocation of the patient, vocational interest of the patient, cosmetic importance of the prosthesis and financial resources of the patient. So the problems may occur when using the prosthesis include: if it is of poor fitting, it may not serve the function of the prosthesis, and in the amputated part it may cause excess stress, and that may cause in the breakage of the skin. So skin integrity will be impaired, and that may cause further complications. So this walking with the prosthesis takes extra energy. So, and also the stump should be checked every day for redness, blisters, soreness or swelling. And these prosthesis need to be adjusted several times before it fits well. These prostheses are typically manufactured using the following step. So for that we have to take the measurement of the stump and measurement of the body to determine the size required for the artificial limb, creation of a model of the stump, formation of a thermoplastic sheet around the model of the stump, formation of a permanent socket and formation of plastic parts of the artificial limb, and different methods are used including vacuum forming and injection molding, creation of metal parts of the artificial limb using die casting, and assembly of entire limb. So these are the steps in the manufacturing of the prosthesis. So in your syllabus one topic is given as prosthesis itself, so that I am taking all these steps. You may not need to know how to manufacture the prosthesis and all. Just understand the measurement of the stump is important to make a prosthesis. Prostheses are either preparatory, that means temporary, or definitive permanent. What is a temporary prosthesis? It is fitted while the residual limb is still maturing. So a preparatory prosthesis allows the patient to train with the prosthesis several months earlier in the process. use of a preparatory prosthesis often results in a better fit for the final prosthesis. So if a temporary prosthesis is used, and by that time the preparatory process or the permanent process will be made, so it will be easy for the patient to use, as well as it helps to fit in the place properly. The advantages to using a temporary prosthesis: it shrinks the residual limb more effectively than the elastic wrap. സോ നിങ്ങൾ ആംബ്യൂട്ടേഷൻ കഴിഞ്ഞ പേഷ്യൻറ്റിനെ കണ്ടിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ കാണാം, ഇപ്പോൾ ബിലോ നീ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എബോ നീ ആംബ്യൂട്ടേഷൻ ഒക്കെ ആണെങ്കിൽ അവിടെ നന്നായിട്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ ക്രേപ്പ് ബാൻഡേജ് ചുറ്റി ഇങ്ങനെ വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടോ അല്ലേ. സോ അതിനേക്കാളും കൂടുതലായിട്ട് നമ്മൾ ഈ പ്രോസസ്സസ് ടെമ്പററി പ്രോസസ്സ് യൂസ് ചെയ്യുകയാണെങ്കിൽ അത് ഷ്രിങ്ക് ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട് ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്യും. ഷ്രിങ്ക്സ് ദി റെസിഡ്യുവൽ ലിംബ് മോർ എഫക്റ്റീവ്ലി ദാൻ ദി ഇലാസ്റ്റിക് wrap. It allows early bipedal ambulation. Then certain individuals can return to it. Is a positively motivating. It reduces the need for complex exercise program, and also it can be used by individuals who may have difficulty obtaining payment for permanent prosthesis. So what are the types of these lower limb prostheses? Include this partial foot. That means if angle disarticulation procedure is done, you can do this partial foot. Then transtibial, that is below the knee disarticulation. Then transfemoral hip disarticulation. And the most common are transtibial and transfemoral. You can see the pictures of the prostheses in the coming slides. This lower limb prosthesis example. So these are the examples for upper limb prosthesis. You can see in this picture. Okay, fine. Thank you.